Well, Kate Bowler has built a best-selling career by putting a refreshingly honest spin on self-help. The author found herself facing stage 4 cancer, aged just 35, turning what should have been her best years into a fight for survival. But coming out the other side, she realised something surprising, that finding the secret to happiness is, in fact, unrealistic.
In her new book, Kate is teaching us how to embrace both the good and the bad, ditching the classic live, laugh, love mentality to discover a messier, more meaningful kind of joy. Author of Joyful Anyway, Kate Bowler joins us live from North Carolina. Lovely to see you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you guys.
At 35, you face news that no one ever wants to hear. Tell us about that time and how you look back on that time now.
It was one of those seasons where everything was just going my way. I just got my dream job as a professor at Duke University. I'd finally had a baby after years of infertility. And then suddenly I went from having a family history of no cancer to being given a stage 4 cancer diagnosis. And it was such a fast undoing of my life that I had to suddenly kind of take stock of what could still be beautiful even then.
Yeah. Hey, you say generic self-help advice is potentially holding us all back, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really mostly just there to give us endless homework and make us feel terrible about ourselves. If you want to just scroll constantly for a comfortable jumpsuit and then find yourself buying a $200 million supplement plan, it's amazing. But for the rest of us, how is it going to actually sustain a life that is not always in our control?
Okay, so your new book is all about discovering the importance of embracing joy. Why joy?
I think because happiness is just not always possible. Happiness is a feeling of ease. It will feel like luck. It's psychologically really rewarding, but it's one of those things that's built up by everything going our way, like our songs playing on the radio. We're going to call a friend later. Happiness is so lovely, but it's actually just built up of so many small things that make life amazing. Now, joy is actually a very different thing. Joy doesn't require things to be going our way. Joy will be this big, bright, enlivening yes feeling. But what's so incredible is it not only engages our reward system, but also our stress system, meaning that while you can't be happy and sad at the same time, weirdly, you can be joyful and sad, which is a super neat trick.
Do we have to treat them the same? Are they different for us? Do we need to look out for the differences?
I think so, because, I mean, joy will feel like it sort of startles us awake, and joy is a moment. So if maybe happiness requires it to be like a whole season of things going our way, just everything adding up, you can be in a season of difficulty, frustration, your relationship not going your way, maybe some kind of illness, but you can expect that joy can find you and sort of startle you back into feeling like your life is not just worth living, but it's somehow really worth loving.
Oh, okay. So the joy is just a moment, just finding joy in that, maybe that cup of tea with your best friend for, 1 hour. That can be a joyful moment. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily happy all the time.
Well, weirdly, it's not even just like noticing ordinary things. Like joy isn't just like a nice feeling. It's a story. It will be a moment that convinces you that your life is good, like as is. So, you could be in the middle of a funeral and the pastor has mispronounced your dad's name for the 12th time. And you just feel this like crazy hysterical surge of like, oh my gosh, I could hate myself. I'm just laughing so hard. But suddenly it will convince you that even though it's not the way you would have chosen, that somehow something beautiful can still find you. So in that way, you kind of have to believe in joy. Like you have to believe that it will actually find you.
Okay. You've some ideas to create joy with minimum effort without necessarily going to a funeral. Tell us about creating a sitcom in our own mind.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of little shortcuts. There's always like dance parties. There's always just like, calling the amazing person in your life. But I prefer imagining like a walk-up song for yourself or anybody else. I've chosen Mama Gonna Knock You Out just daily work days. You might just pretend when you meet a stranger that you're actually starring in your own sitcom in which there's a laugh track behind you. But just like you have to believe that your life, that you're the hero in this story, and the story is you and joy.
What's the soundtrack when you walk in the studio, do you think?
For me, personally,
Yeah.
I'd have to give that some thought. You obviously have one.
No.
No? Okay. Perhaps we
Pony?
should...
No, I don't know. When you walk in slow motion? Hey, we're going to give that some thought. Kate, this is really interesting. Thank you for joining us this morning.
I'm glad to be with you.
We found some joy in that chat.
Yes, we sure did. Kate's book is titled Joyful Anyway, and it is out now.